Elemental is the newest Pixar animated film to come out during the summer and tell the story of Ember and Wade, two elements from different areas of Elemental City, and they start to form a romance with one another as they also try to figure out a water problem that is plaguing Firetown. Now, I loved Pixar during my childhood. Movies like WALL-E, The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, you name it, Ratatouille, even Cars. These films made my childhood. I adored rewatching these movies over and over again. Toy Story. Seriously, Pixar back then was amazing. Nowadays, they're a mixed bag. They can have hits like Coco and Soul, but you would also get The Good Dinosaur or Lightyear, and it's just not the same, especially lately. Though it seems like they seem to lean towards more relaxed, chill out, just vibing with characters types of films like Luca or Soul, and now Elemental. Like, there's no big stakes, but there's still enough emotion, there's still enough characterization, the animation is still beautiful, and yeah, that's what you could describe Elemental. It's beautifully animated. This Elemental City is so vibrant and such variety of designs and buildings and how everything looks is just beautiful. The characters are endearing. Wade and Ember have really good chemistry with one another. I believe their romance, though it does go a bit by the numbers. I really enjoyed the plot, though that's also a bit by the numbers. I enjoyed the music. It was nice and fits the tone very well. It's just not a movie that really grabbed me and said that this is peak Pixar. But honestly, at this point, not every Pixar movie needs to be peaked. You need to give it a good grade. Sometimes it's good to just have a movie that just wants to vibe around for a while. And this movie feels like that. But it does get into a lot of themes about immigration, and compared to most other Disney properties where they try to inject real world themes into their films, this movie actually does it in a pretty interesting way and doesn't hammer it home in your face each time. And it felt natural within the world and how these characters would really react to one another. And you can easily make the parallels with that of immigration. It never came across as forced is what I'm trying to say. Though the themes are definitely present and there, it never felt pandering. It actually felt like a natural aspect of the story that would have been interesting to explore. And it's something that really does affect each and every one of the characters. And they do talk about it in a way that actually felt natural. Like, these characters actually felt lived in. The script actually felt realistic in the way it portrays these characters like real people. And I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. But again, this film does feel by the numbers in terms of how the plot is structured, how the characters would progress with one another, what moments would come up to get to another moment, and you would guess what's exactly going to happen. But in terms of plot structure, the writing is not the best. It is by the numbers, and you can expect what is going to happen later on, which in my opinion is probably my biggest problem with the film, is that it felt like something that we've seen before already, and I would have appreciated they added a little bit new stuff to it, like maybe a different tone, maybe have it be a bit more comedic or a bit more serious. I don't know, but I felt like they should have done something a little bit more different than stick to a certain formula that worked for many other movies before, even some in Pixar's library. But still, the characters are endearing, the voice actors do a great job, the animation is beautiful and vibrant. Pacing is still overall fine. The direction is really good, and I love the way this city is portrayed and how we get to explore different environments of this city and how it works. All in all, this is still a pretty entertaining kids movie with good themes and messages, a really heartwarming love story at the center of it, and endearing characters that I could see a lot of people gush over. I mean, when I went to watch this film, there were a bunch of teenagers. They were gushing all over the characters whenever they do something romantic or they get closer with one another. And the romance aspect was actually handled pretty well. It was pretty cute. The characters had good chemistry. They felt believable. The actors are doing a great job. It's all well and good. And that's all I have to say is it's a good movie. It's nothing spectacular. It's something that's going to blow your mind. And the ending does leave off a bit quickly. I would have appreciated a bit more of a conclusion to some of these characters. But all in all, Elemental is still a pretty good movie. Not the best of Pixar, but certainly not the worst. I'm going to give Elemental a B. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.